There it is. That's the tour van in Sandpoint, Idaho. You throw some axes and hatchets around, and they give you one of these. It's not part of the deal. It just seems to me that maybe you liked the way I was throwing those axes. When it was June 22nd, I was in there throwing axes. Found a bar because I was a man. I was alone. What are you gonna do? You go to the bar. What are you gonna do? Watch Seinfeld and wake up 3 hours later and it's still playing? Hello! That's, Jesus, this is not right. And so the next day after you went throwing axes, you got back from the wedding on June 23rd when you met the woman you already loved your entire life, and you will love for the rest of it. And so you leave the wedding in the barn. Yeah! You get on the horse and ride out of the fucking stable. You go back. There's the day that the owner of the bar in Sandpoint, Idaho at the Turvan says, and because you've been watching, listening, but watching, you've been listening to axe throwing becoming a big deal in the US of A. It only lasted about a year. Assault rifles went crazy after that. But, you're like, I'm in an axe throwing bar. They're giving me beer and they're giving me an axe and whatever happens after this. And then the guy, he sees you again and he says, here, I give you this. And it's like, he doesn't use the words. Oh, it's upside down. Oh, it's backwards. Oh, those are hatchets. Those are tomahawks. Those are goddamn axes that we're throwing. And he says, yeah. Welcome. Tell everybody about it. And it takes me right back to the stepping stones, the bottom of my youth, the stepping stones to my humanity, of the things they teach us and they say, and you have heard, I'm sure, don't take any wooden nickels. Don't take any wooden nickels. Heard that from a kid. Wonder. Well, not until you're forced to. What's that supposed to mean? It means somebody, Errol Flynn himself, in his autobiography, My Wicked, Wicked Ways, talked about being in like someplace like Guinea or some crazy place that he was because before he became an actor, he'd learned that he was a good bullshitter, and he went into acting because he's like, fuck it. And he became one of these. He died at 53. 53 years old. Oh, I got another good fucking 6 months left in me. Oh, I love you, baby. You are not being recorded. Errol Flynn himself made fake coins out of shit and sold it to these fucking chieftains in little Polynesian islands and shit, saying that he could turn it into gold, and they're like, oh, you take a dumbass. Don't take any wooden nickels. Realize when I say dumbass, I'm not talking about the Native Americans any further than they needed to go before they realized who was fucking with them. These are people that were honest, and somebody said, oh yeah, I'll give you a wooden nickel, I'll give you a fucking lot of beads for Manhattan Island. And then the Indians, the Navy, and actually I heard something on TV the other day, said at the time that Columbus went to the U.S., the Americas, it wasn't called India, what he was trying to get to. It had another name like Hindia or Hinda or Hindu, like from their language type of thing, close to that. And so the Native Americans, the Amerindians, all these people were trying to fucking get the words right. They are the true Indians. They seem to be wanting to be Indians from something I saw, which, well, if that's the only name they know you by, then you might as well have it remembered when they fucking sterilize you and wipe you out in genocide. Don't take any wooden nickels. When they say Indian giver, that's the point where these people that were doing okay before we showed up, that's the point where they said, I see you coming a mile away, motherfucker. And so for somebody to say don't take any wooden nickels on the way out the door in the early 70s is saying don't be a dumbass Indian. But they fucking figured it out, and they started saying fuck you, and that's where all the problems arise. And then look at what we got. We got this. Oh, it's the back side of the coin, but look at that. It's whatever it says. Airborne all the way. Let's check it out. You see this? You see this? There's plenty wrong with me. It's a fucking refrigerator magnet somebody bought me. Let's check it out. Oh, let's try it again. You see that? It's the same bullshit. They give you this for doing something honorable. Honorable. Whether you remember it or not, because you might have gotten a pretty good head wound. It's a good thing we got Kevlar now. However, they give you this to make you honor and respect them as they honor and respect you. So sad. But look at that. Look at that. I'm not even faking it. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Just occurred to me, I might need something else to prove it. You couldn't, that thing is supposedly, and see what they're doing? They're selling it to people who lost theirs that were worth it. They gave up so much themselves, they just said, I just gotta have this damn thing back to remind me. Like if I didn't needed it, when I was getting ready to throw it away in a thing full of hotel keys and this, without looking in it, I almost threw it out, and I opened the bag and I look at that. What the, oh, I forgot. I did something honorable and worthy of mention, that somebody that was very respectable gave me this fucker. But look at it now. Look at it now. It doesn't even stick to a refrigerator magnet. There is no fucking real metal in that. They've all been fucking us. Don't take any wooden nickels, airborne.